Colleen and welcome to my channel. I'm just a girl who's enthusiastic about makeup and positivity, and when I say positivity, I mean bringing people up, not pushing people down. Being mean is not cool. Awesome people are not mean, so be kind all the time. So hope you guys are having a good week so far. In today's video, I will be doing the If I Could Only Keep 10 Palettes tag. It was started by Annette over at Annette's Makeup Corner. If you're not subscribed to her already, I will link her below and her video right here. It's probably on the other side when you're watching it. I always put the wrong hand up. She's awesome. She's really sweet. I really like watching her videos. And I was tagged by Debbie, and I will link her video here as well as in the description box. And she is totally awesome. If you're not subscribed to her, definitely subscribe to her. She's adorable. Has a great personality. I really enjoy watching her as well. So this was hard because I have more palettes than anyone probably should have. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Like, when I did my video, like, I guess it was last week or the week before, where I talked about like the palettes that I had gotten like in December in the holiday season, I shouldn't have like pointed out, I think like 6 palettes or something. Some people don't even have 6 palettes in their whole collection. I got 6 in like a month and a half because I think, no, they were all here in December. I might have ordered 1 or 2 during Black Friday. But like, that's just crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, this year, 2020 is definitely going to be a low buy for me because I just don't need anymore. And I am so overwhelmed. I have palettes that like I haven't used in a while, not because I don't like them, but because I have so many. I don't know what I was thinking in 2019. Like, I don't need them. They're just so much fun though. And they're just, you know what? There's a lot of companies out there, all competing with each other, and you know, it's social media doesn't help because you can see like all different things and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, there are a couple of brands though that I do want to try. They do single shadows though, so that's actually more where I think I want to focus this year on, is trying companies that do a lot of single shadows. Like, I recently purchased, which I showed in my video, from Cleona Cosmetics, from Terra Moon's Cosmetics, Beauty Bar Baby is another one I have stuff from them, but I haven't bought stuff from them for a while, so I want to try again. Tracy's Powder Room, and a whole bunch of other ones. And it'll just be like buying individual shadows or highlights or something, just because I don't need giant palettes anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and start getting into which 10 palettes I would keep. Like I said, this was super hard, and I don't know, like, I don't know, we'll see. These are just, and they're not in any specific order, I'm just gonna grab them. So the first one I decided I think I would keep is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. I just really enjoy this palette. I know people are like mixed on it. Sorry, it's a little messy, but it looks like this. I like it. I find that it works really, really well. I haven't really used the pressed glitters in here too much, but I have used those like other like glittery shades, and I really like them. It does get a little bit of hard pan, but that's not the worst thing in the world. I can totally take care of that. So just for the fact that I do use it and I love the whole color story in here, I am going to keep this one. Also, it was expensive, so yeah. The next one I'm going to keep is Pinky Rose Cosmetics Bright Lights palette, because I figured I definitely want a palette that has some bright colors in it, because I can't just have everything be neutrals. So this is what this looks like. I love this palette. I think that it works really, really well. The glitter shade Cupcake in here is my like absolute favorite. I hardly ever use it because I don't really like have a need to, but I just think it's adorable. I feel this palette works really well. I have 2 other palettes from them and I like them a lot. I enjoy them, so keeping this one. The next palette I am going to keep is from Alter Ego, and it's the Goddess palette. This is the dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and it looks like this in here. Sorry, it's still kind of messy. This palette works so nicely. I find the colors creamy and blendable, and I think it was only $16.50, and a couple of people I know have like affiliate codes, so you can and have discount codes. So I didn't pay $16.50 for this. I'm pretty sure it was cheaper, but for the price, I think it's totally awesome, and the colors are beautiful. So this is definitely something that I would keep. The next palette on my list is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, because this is probably my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's just so gorgeous. Sorry, it's sloppy in here. It looks like this. It's just like a classic favorite. It's awesome. I could never do a top 10 and not include this palette. The next palette I am going to include is the Winky Lux Mermaid Kitten palette. I love this palette. It's so adorable. I know I mentioned some of these in my like top 5 favorite palettes, but this is adorable. It actually works really, really well, and it's just so cute. I mean, I think Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner actually said, how can you get rid of something with kittens on it? Like, it's just so cute. Like, I really enjoy this palette. So yeah, there again, like I said, there's no way I could do a top 10 and not include this palette. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So we're on to the 6th palette. I'm actually going to include the Naked, Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, as I feel this is a good one for like all like neutrals and stuff. I really enjoyed how this palette works. I know I said this when I did the review on this. The Naked palettes were something like I know everyone freaked out about, but they never like fully made me excited. But for some reason, when I saw this one, I was super psyched and I really liked how it worked. So I definitely decided that I would keep this if I only could keep 10 palettes. The next one I've talked about multiple times. So again, like how could I possibly do a top 10 list without including the Berries and Cream palette from Dominique Cosmetics. Y'all know that I love this palette. It's gorgeous. It works well. I know that I could create looks with this that are gonna work, and I really enjoy it. So again, could never not include this in the top 10. The next palette I'm actually surprised I'm adding, but like I really enjoyed it, and like it's the ColourPop Disney Midnight Masquerade palette. Like I said when I did my review, I wasn't like in love when I first saw it, but when I used it, it works so well for me, and the artwork and everything is just so beautiful. So of all the ColourPop palettes, this is the one I'm going to end up, I think if I can only keep 10, this would be the one I would keep, because I could do a variety of looks with this. And this I love this color right here, this Mama Odi color. I'll show you. It's kind of like a color shift. If you can see it in my lighting, it's just such a beautiful color. I love it. And actually the glitters in here really worked well. Like they stayed in one spot and didn't go all over the place, and I was able to actually blend them out really well, so it didn't look like crazy glitter on my eyes. So anyway, that's why I would keep this palette. The next also should be, this is the 9th. Yeah, this is 9. Should be no surprise, but it is the Sleeping Beauty palette from Besame. I know there's just no way I'm gonna ever not have this palette. Aside from the fact that it's just such a beautiful palette to look at, the amount of mattes in here that you get such a variety that you could do so many looks with them. And then because I kept a couple of palettes that have some shimmers and stuff in them, I'd be able to do some really fun looks as well as like some basic looks. And this palette's just so beautiful to me. There's just no way I would get rid of it. Plus I, love Sleeping Beauty, so no, I would always have to keep this palette. The final palette that I would keep is the Tati Beauty Neutrals Volume 1 palette, because for me it works really, really, really well. I just really enjoy this palette. You can do a variety of looks with this palette. I think that I know I've said this before, I have really only good things to say about this palette. I enjoy it. I know it's gotten mixed reviews, but for me, this, everything on this list is just all my opinion. So you could hate some of the palettes that I picked, but vice versa, like maybe I wouldn't agree with some of the palettes that you picked. But that's what's so great about like the makeup community and just makeup in general, is that there's so much of it that for the most part, there's something for everybody. And even if you don't agree on something, there's something for you, there's something for me, it's just whatever. But yeah, I love this palette. I would definitely keep it. I think it's a great palette. Like I said, I really enjoy Tati, so I'm really excited. I think is she announcing her new thing on Friday? I think it is Friday already. So I'm really interested to see what it's going to be. But these are the 10 palettes that I would keep. Again, that was in no specific order at all. It was just the ones I happened to, it was just the order I grabbed them in. But yeah, it was hard. I have a lot of other palettes that I really, really enjoy that I'm like, oh, I don't know. If I had to actually pick, I know I'm just like rambling. I got a couple of new palettes too, the ones I showed in some videos besides the Tati one that I actually really like. Actually on my eyes right now is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. I'm liking it so far. I haven't had enough time to really play around with it to decide if it would be something that I would need to keep. Another one that's on my radar for things I really like is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I really enjoy that one as well, but I haven't used it enough to know if this is like something that I'd want to keep over something else. So we'll see, but yeah. And I mean, I almost was gonna cheat and put in my palette of like magnetic, my magnetic palette with eyeshadow, single shadows that I put in some highlighters and stuff, but I was like, that could almost be cheaty, but like, I kind of wish I had, because I don't know if I could part with the Amy Hearts Beauty Spirit Family collection. So I don't know. Like I said, this would pretty much be my top 10 palettes that I would definitely keep if I could keep only 10 palettes. I think I'm happy with my choice. So anyway, if you are interested in doing this, I tag anyone who wants to do it. I don't have anyone specific to tag, but if you're watching this video and you happen to want to do it, you are tagged. Just make sure if you do it to tag Annette's Makeup Corner, because she is the one that created it. And let me know if you do it, because I love watching these videos and seeing what everyone's different opinions about like what they would keep and what they wouldn't keep. So as always, I will list everything that is on my face as well as my Instagram. I don't know why I'm like playing with my hair like this. As well as my Instagram and Twitter handle below in case you are interested. I post looks that I do not film on there, and as well as my pets, and I think they're adorable, but I am totally biased, so that's okay. If you really like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you really liked it, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to do neither one of those things, that is totally fine. Thanks for stopping by. I will still send you tons of positive vibes and happy thoughts your way, because this is a negative free place. We don't like negativity here. So anyway, from one makeup lover to another, I hope I see you guys soon, and remember, be you, do you, love you. Bye.